Hey, what's up guys? We're here at the shop. This is where I actually work at. We got the 6.0 race truck on the hoist. We got a lot of parts that came in recently, so we're going to be doing a lot of welding today. I know it's been a while since I talked to you guys, but just been working a lot, you know, making a lot of money, so let's move over the parts that we got. Down here we got our D&R Customs traction bar set up. Weld down, these are only the brackets. You have to buy the bar stock yourself and weld that on. Those are fully weld on. These brackets for the frame, you can bolt those on, but we're just gonna go all the way and go ahead and weld those on. And then over here we have our rear shocks. These are QA1s, dual adjustable, complete bolt-ons. I actually called a guy at QA1, talked to him, gave him a few measurements, and he recommended these shocks. Last one. For the front shocks, I honestly didn't really care too much about front shocks, so we actually went with DJM suspensions. These are the front shocks that they recommend to go on the lower truck up front. So they're just simple shocks, nothing crazy. They were like 30 bucks each. We don't really need crazy suspension setup in the front, so these are what we're gonna run in for the truck. Underneath the truck here, the shocks are going to be right here, so we're going to have to clean up the surface on the axle and on the shock brackets, and then weld those on fully so that our rear shocks can go on. And then inside of that, hopefully as much as in line as we can with the frame, we're going to be putting the traction bar brackets, which are then going to come up to here. We're going to have to clean the frame here, and that's where the front brackets are going to mount for the traction bar setup. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. Let's get started. Alright, so now that we got this surface cleaned up, basically all I'm going to do, I already have it where I want it to be, so now I'm just going to do a couple of tack welds just to keep it in place. Everything I'm going to do, I'm just tacking it for now, and then we're going to do a full weld afterwards to make sure everything's where I want it to be. So we're going to start tacking this stuff up and keep moving forward.
An inch and then marking it so we know where we're putting it?
Yeah.
So we're just giving her a bean? He gave her a bean.
That's where we want it. That's an inch. Right on the money. 1 inch.
So the bubble is touching the line. Ground it.
You think that'll ground?
No.
No. It'll only take me a second to put a freaking pack away on it, you know what I mean?
Are we on the line still? Are we on your mark?
Yeah. I think it's got to go over that way just a little bit. There we go. Here you go.
Alright. Turn the welder on.
Pass!
You just bumped me too. I gotta cut something different from this ground.
Editing will be good.
Where are we at on your line?
Can't see it. There you go. Hey. Come back just like here. There you go. Like it?
Mm-hmm.
Put another one on. Okay. It's not going anywhere. Garrett Rose. busted. Alright guys, so a little bit of an update here. We got our DNR Customs track bar brackets welded up for the most part. We're going to add another bead on top of there. And then we have part of our shock mount welded as well. I decided for this other side that we are going to get this exact same shock mount bracket to put and weld onto this side, because they are different from driver's passenger side, especially on this truck, because this one originally was a front mount shock. So I'm going to get the part number off this shock here, and we're going to put that exact same bracket on this side for the rear mount. As far as the front mounts go, we are not going to put those on until I get the bars, mainly because we need to get the truck back down on the ground in order to do the bars, so that we can get the angle right, because ideally we want it to match the angle of the drive shaft with the track bar that's heading down to this bracket right there. So we're going to hold off on those brackets, but I'm pretty much just going to finish up welding. We're going to get that bracket in next, and then we're going to keep moving forward. So